The trend in newer RPGs is to bring you back to full health between fights so you can focus on the tactical minutiae of battle. Sunday Gold will have none of that. Its 3-chapter heists are a war of attrition. You'll manage party members' health, stress, action points and consumables, solve classic point-and-click adventure item-gathering puzzles, and battle corporate security without any real breaks. It's like someone jammed an old-school hardcore RPG into a Sierra adventure. While the battles themselves are just okay, the puzzle-solving benefits from the constraints and added intensity of managing dwindling resources. The story is very Final Fantasy VII. You've got the corporate overlord in his secret labs, gutting an over-industrialized city, the ragtag group of freedom fighters complete with a disaffected loner and a bruiser lady with a heart of gold, and a secret base to return to under a dive bar. It's red meat, classic video game stuff in a neo-70s sci-fi setting. I'm into the comic book art, but it's that ruthless game of attrition that really makes Sunday Gold exciting. Your characters use the same pool of action points in exploration mode and in combat. Ending a turn of exploration triggers a chance for a random encounter. That means it's possible to get into a loop where you finish a combat encounter with no AP left, end your exploration turn early to refresh those points, and instantly trigger another random encounter. Sunday Gold's addition of scarcity and stress to classic adventure gameplay is refreshing in the current field. It's innovative in a similar vein to Citizen Sleeper from earlier this year, which tasked you with making the most of daily dice rolls to live your best life on a space station. Sunday Gold and Citizen Sleeper are all about thinking on your feet and managing those scarce resources effectively. The result is something really special. Hardcore RPG resource management like you'd find in Baldur's Gate or a single-digit Final Fantasy, but in a point-and-click adventure. I couldn't just click everywhere and try every action prompt at my disposal until something new happened, like in the Monkey Island games, because my party would run out of action points and get torn up by random encounters. I had to think through puzzles and weigh each action rather than rely on brute force. However, it's not always signposted well when a puzzle is limited to one room and when you might have to backtrack to gather necessary components, leaving a few set pieces that sent me clicking around a series of rooms until something, well, clicked. That occasional muddiness left me thinking the lone progress-blocking glitch I encountered was actually my own inability to solve a puzzle. I'm sure you've noticed the look by now. Sunday Gold's expressive, impressionistic character design and 70s conversation pit future are what really drew me to it initially. The style is somewhat wasted on the game's first 2 acts, corporate office building and catalog direct Umbrella Corp secret lab, but your dive bar home base and the final act's Knives Out novelty mansion leverage the setting better, but it does feel like more could have been done. Sunday Gold's writing has some great bits throughout the game, such as gruesomely over-the-top evil corporate motivational posters scattered throughout the office chapter, and other bits of cheeky and fun world building. The game takes place in an extravagantly cruel future London, obsessed with zombie dog races and owned by a quote-unquote visionary billionaire who looks like a 70s Hollywood producer.
If you want to change the world, you've got to do it your bloody self. Every broke sot in this city has the same sad excuses. Well, here's a tip you can take to the bank. If you're broke, if you're beaten down, it's your own bloody fault. So get comfortable, because winners will always be winners.
Right then, let's make a bloody fool of this twat.
The dialogue, however, is perfectly room temperature. The characters are fantastic in profile, compelling archetypes with memorable visual design, but they communicate neither bland banter or straight information dumps. The cool visual style can only carry so much. Storytelling aside though, Sunday Gold is a successful proof of concept, effectively taping 2 genres together to make something new and, in some ways, better. It doesn't have the emotional or philosophical heft of a Citizen Sleeper or Disco Elysium, but its tactical, menu-based combat makes it one you definitely shouldn't overlook.